I think hope is one of the beautiful things about life. It's one of the things that you need to know that it exists there to help you when you don't understand what's happening. Most people in life think they should understand every single thing that's happening within their lives because that gives them a safe space, calms their mind. And obviously, as you've lived this life, there are certain rules that you don't break within yourself, and that's what makes you the human being that you are. But I believe when it comes to hope, you should always hope for the non things that you don't believe in, things that you only see in movies, in superstars, in fantasy. That's what hope is. Hope is believing on something that doesn't exist. And just because you don't feel it, you don't see it, you can't imagine it in your heart and in your feelings and in your brains, does not mean it's real. And the possibility of that happening has no concern of the outline or the out belief that you have. It's the hoping and the knowing. The world has come so far by hoping within the future. Even as a day-to-day person, you shouldn't look at yourself in a bad light. You should always try and see the beauty within you. Hope is one of them things that can give you the strength, even if you don't believe anything outside of yourself, even if you don't see a way out. And it's much more easier just to take the easy road than just cower away. Hope can change the way it should be, not how it's supposed to be. And you should not, just because you don't understand, stop somebody else from hoping and believing in themselves just because you do not believe what they're believing. So many people eat, so many people drink, different times, different dates. Yet, we are still fed. How it comes along, and what I mean by hoping, and just because you don't perceive it within the way you think it should be, and the way somebody else believes in hope, shouldn't allow you to crash. Now, hope is right next to dreams, and dreams are one of them things that people say some dreams don't come true. Even though when you go to sleep, you dream every night. There are some nights when you don't dream, yes. But I will have to say most of the nights you do dream, whether it be a nightmare or it'll be a beautiful dream. You still dream. Encourage you as you go to sleep, knowing that you will dream, you should help yourself as you wake up and know you will be dreaming as you're awake and you're dreaming for the life that when you get up and say, today is the last day I believe in my dreams, you should feel a sense of hope, even if it's just a small one. You should feel a sense of the knowing and less hope within the hope. And once you find that hope, you should do everything within your power to keep that lit as much as you can. Like I said, dreams and hope are side by side. How you choose to navigate that will always depend up to you. And you have to be careful. You have to be careful because what you think is what you become. If you try and convince yourself that you're better than somebody else, that you care about somebody else, or you know better than somebody else, if you do, and this is what I normally say to people who are just going through a rough patch or they think they can just do more in life, I always say, if you can do more to help somebody else, why don't you help yourself? Because number one, you have to understand, God might have put them on that path. The Creator, the great intelligence himself, saw something. He gave that person a hope, a way of living, a way of thinking that has nothing, an absolute no inkling, without a doubt, that has nothing to do with you. So if you believe that you can do better, you know better, you shouldn't go around trying to persuade everybody that that's the way it should be, because that's how you look at life. And maybe sometimes you feel the need to reach out and help. I would argue, take that time, take that power, take that energy and put it within yourself. Just because you realized it, and I would have to say, if you realized it, don't you think God has put that within you, or you've put that within yourself, or your younger self has sent that to you for you to do something with it? It's that sense of hope. If you believe you can do better, know better, why don't you be the greatest example that life has ever been shown? Why don't you be the person who everybody looks and say, hey, yo, I actually want to be that person, you know? Last time I went into York, and it's a great example. I have a brother, Ben, and he plays rugby, and he's well known, and I haven't been to York for a while. As I'm walking down, I hear somebody say, hey, look, that's Ben Tain's brother. I'm thinking in my head, how do they remember me? I don't even know them. Now, it's the impact that a person can have within the life that can last for generation. Now, the hope is what I'm saying with this. When I heard that, I said, one day I want people to say that about me when they see my kids, when they see my friends, when they see the people who I trust. You have to have hope. You have to want to be that person. Now, most people, when they hear this, they think, oh, why does it have to be him? They could have just said my name. Some people go into turmoils, and this is when I say, if you believe you can do better,